What is up YouTube, Riley White here, back with another MLB The Show 19 video for you guys, and in today's video, we are one day away from our first roster update on MLB The Show, and I'm super stoked to see who could go from gold to diamond, or even silver to gold, and who you can make some profit on. But in today's video, I'm going to be doing a roster prediction. Now, most YouTubers do this, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to start doing this I think they're going to do it the same as they did last year. So every 2 weeks, every second Thursday, you guys will see a video like this from me. Now, I'm going to set down some rules that I'm going to be doing for each video on who I'm going to predict, how many I'm going to predict. So we're going to get right into that right now. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be predicting 3 gold to diamond players. Now, I'm going to say this right now, I am not saying that there are going to be more, or I'm not saying they're going to be less than 3. I'm just going to give 3 players. There probably should be more than just 3 players, but I'm going to give only 3, the 3 players that I think could go diamond the most. I'm also going to get 2 silver to gold players. Now, once again, there probably should be more players that deserve to go silver to gold, but I'm only going to give 2 players. I'm also going to be doing a 1 player from diamond to gold, so 1 player that have unfortunately had to the season. Their season has started off pretty bad, so I'm going to have 1 player that could drop down from diamond level to gold. And I'm also going to list 4 diamond in the rough players. Those are 4 players that could be silver, bronze, or commons that could go up. You never know who they could be. And so anyways, we're going to get right into this video. For our first gold to diamond player, this is somebody that a lot of people thought should have been diamond at the start of this year. We're going to have the previous Cy Young Award winner from the American League, Blake Snell. Blake Snell had a very rough first outing on opening day against the Houston Astros. He did pitch 6 innings, but he gave up 5 earned runs. Now, since then, he has had 3 straight starts of only giving up 1 run combined. He struck out 13 against the Colorado Rockies, 11 against the White Sox, and 9 against the Toronto Blue Jays, while only giving up 1 hit through 6 innings. So through 25 innings pitched, he has a 2-1 record, a 2.16 ERA, 36 strikeouts to 4 walks, and a .76 whip on the season. Blake Snell is an amazing pitcher, and me being a Blue Jays fan, I get to see him a lot, so I definitely think he deserves to go diamond. The next player is actually someone that had a lot of conversation for the National League MVP last year, from the Colorado Rockies shortstop, Trevor Story. Now, although the Rockies are off to a pretty poor start, a little more poor than what we expected, Trevor Story is starting off really well, and a lot of people think he could go diamond this first update. In 17 games played, his average is a little low, only batting .242, but he has 4 home runs and 10 RBIs, as well as 1 stolen base at shortstop. Now, some of you guys may be thinking, well, he's only batting .242, why does he deserve to be diamond? Well, in case you guys didn't know about his stats on MLB The Show, he actually is a worse batter versus right-handed pitching. He has 65 contact and 74 power. His 4 home runs he has hit so far this season have all been against right-handed pitchers, so if he can get just a little bit of a boost against right-handed pitchers, as well as his vision, he could easily jump up just 2 overalls to get to an 85. Now, the last gold to diamond player, I'm pretty sure everyone has suspected this. Currently probably the best player in the National League, 82 overall first baseman from the Los Angeles Dodgers, Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger is on a tear so far this season. Through 18 games, he is batting .433 with 9 home runs and 23 RBIs. He also has 3 stolen bases over there, as he is not a lackluster base runner for the first base position. At just 23 years old, Cody Bellinger has a super high ceiling in the National League, especially on the Dodgers, where the Dodgers team has a pretty high ceiling itself. The Dodgers have made the World Series the past 2 seasons. Bellinger had kind of a low season last year, kind of a down year, but this year he's already bounced back very good. So I think without a doubt, Cody Bellinger deserves to be a diamond. For our first silver to gold player, this is the catcher for the Chicago Cubs. Just last year, going into the season, a lot of people predicted him that maybe he was the best catcher in the entire league. Well, he unfortunately had a pretty bad year last year, but he started this year on a very strong note, and it is Willson Contreras. Through 14 games played, he has a .341 average, 6 home runs, 12 RBIs, and has been really good behind the plate for the Chicago Cubs. For the Cubs, they're on a 7-9 record to start the season, which is a little below what a lot of people predicted them to be, but Willson Contreras has definitely been a highlight player for them. Now the second player that I believe that could go from silver to gold is 77 overall first baseman switch hitter from the Cleveland Indians, Carlos Santana. Carlos Santana in the offseason was actually traded away just 2 years ago from the Indians to the Philadelphia Phillies, and then the past offseason he was traded from the Phillies to the Seattle Mariners, and then immediately traded for Edwin Encarnacion back to the Cleveland Indians. So far this season, he has a .531 on-base percentage, which is second in the league just behind Mike Trout. If that alone does not say that he should go from a silver to a gold, then I don't know what does. Because he is also batting .400 with 1 home run and 10 RBIs. He seems to get on base all the time, hints as to why his on-base percentage is so high, so I think Carlos Santana definitely deserves to go gold. Now there is one guy, unfortunately, who is currently a diamond player who I could think possibly could go down to a gold player, and unfortunately, although the Philadelphia Phillies are currently the best team in the National League East, it has to go to Aaron Nola. Coming off a stellar season where he posted a 17-6 record with a 2.37 ERA and a .97 whip. I mean, he had an amazing year last year, but so far this year, through 19 innings pitched, he is 1-0, so he hasn't got a loss yet, but he is posting a 7.45 ERA with 19 strikeouts to 11 walks, which is not a good ratio whatsoever, with a 1.66 whip, which is not very good either. In his last 3 starts after opening day, he has posted a 4 innings pitched against the Mets with 5 earned runs. He has also posted a 6.1 inning pitch game against the Nationals with 4 earned runs, and the previous start before that was also against the Nationals, where he only pitched 3 innings and gave up 6 earned runs. So far this year he is off to a pretty poor start. Unfortunately, I have to say that he could go from a diamond to a gold level. With our first diamond in the rough player, we are going back to Tampa Bay for another starting pitcher, but this time it is Tyler Glasnow. Through 24 innings pitched, he is currently leading the entire league in wins with a 4-0 record. He also has a 1.13 ERA, 24 strikeouts to just 3 walks, also recording a 0.88 whip. Tyler Glasnow could easily bring back another Cy Young award to the Tampa Bay Rays if he keeps pitching like this the entire season. Second diamond in the rough player has to go to the Chicago White Sox shortstop who has stunned the league again this year, Tim Anderson. Tim Anderson is currently leading the entire league in batting average, batting .453 through 13 games. He's also have 3 home runs and 10 RBIs, and he has 5 stolen bases. And he's helped the Chicago White Sox, being a lackluster team as they are, he has helped bring them to life so far this season. For our third of 4 diamond in the rough players, we are going back to Seattle for our right fielder, Domingo Santana. Domingo Santana hit our first grand slam all the way back against the Oakland Athletics in the Japan series at the end of March. But since then, he has not slowed down one bit. He is currently batting .354 through 19 games with 4 home runs, 24 RBIs, and 3 stolen bases. He has definitely come back to life after having a really bad season last year. I'm pretty sure he was injured. He had a 30 home run season in 2017, and he only hit 5 home runs through 85 games last year, so he's definitely on track to have another good season this year. For our fourth and final diamond in the rough player, we are going back to Tampa Bay for our third player on this list. I mean, what can I say? They are currently the best team in the entire league. We are going with center fielder Austin Meadows. I mean, technically he has been playing left field and right field, but the Pittsburgh Pirates have got to be kicking themselves in the ass for trading away Austin Meadows and Tyler Glasnow for Chris Archer. They're a team that they're trying to rebuild. They're pretty young, and they traded away this guy who was currently batting .357 with 6 home runs and 17 RBIs through 15 games. He definitely deserves an upgrade. I'm not even quite sure what overall he is, but he is definitely having a really good season so far. Alright guys, that's going to conclude the video. Comment down below who you guys thought I should have put in the roster prediction, who you guys think could go from a gold to a diamond. Eventually sometime this year, Ronald Acuna is one of those players. He is off to a good start as well. But anyways guys, that's going to conclude my first roster prediction update video. And without further ado, we will see you guys in the next one.
Set, go, take off.